Hi, this is Rob Packard from Medical Device Academy, and this is a short video explaining what you get when you purchase our procedure SYS-041 for clinical evaluation reports. For those of you that aren't familiar with clinical evaluation reports, let me give you a little bit of an introduction here. So on our website, here's our standard operating procedures page. You can buy our turnkey quality system. But in the global turnkey quality system, which is this first link here, we include SYS-041. And at the very bottom of the page, you can buy the individual procedures. 41 is indicated as one of the global ones. If you click on that link, it takes you to the page, and you can see how you can buy that. If you type in the 20 code and use that discount code, apply. I don't have 3 items in the cart here, but if I had 3 items in the cart, it would give me the discount. So I can quickly do that for you, just to show you real quick. So if I add that item to my cart, and then I'll add one more to my cart, just add a translation procedure, add. Okay, now I'm going to go back to this clinical evaluation report procedure. I'm going to refresh the page. Okay, I've got all 3 items now, and now it's applying my 20% discount. So you got to have at least 3 items in the cart to meet the requirements for the discount code. And then you can purchase it through PayPal or use a credit card in the PayPal interface. But I'm going to be updating this page, which is part of the reason for recording this video, to give you more details about what's included here and clean this up a little bit. But once you pay, you get a confirmation email saying, would you like to subscribe to updates? That's how we deliver. It's through our Aweber system. I don't spam you. I only send you updates when there's something related to that particular topic you're interested in, not all my lists. So this, if we had an update related to the turnkey quality system, or we had an update related to the SYS-041, that's when you would get those updates, or if I was doing some webinar on clinical evaluations. And then once you've confirmed that, it will automatically email you a link for accessing the Dropbox folder with those files in there. And here's what you get access to. You get access to these 2 files. I've got them both open, so it's in temporary files, but it's SYS-041, the clinical evaluation procedure, and temporary template number 4, the literature search protocol. And if you want to see what those look like, here's the procedure. It's the clinical evaluation procedure. This is draft 7. So you would delete the draft part, put your effective date, and update your revision history, which is down here. I've indicated what I made for changes in draft 4, 5, 6, and 7. We've got all kinds of definitions here, but the only really minor revisions that I made recently were updating the standards. This is a 2020 standard now. The 14971 is a 2019 standard, and I added a MDCG guidance document that was missing, that was for software as a medical device. So I've included all those in here. This also comes with the procedure on performing a literature review and a protocol for that. It does not include a report. The reason why it doesn't include a report is because the report template's already provided in this guidance document, and I'll show you that in a moment. This talks about who does the clinical evaluations, and it's usually a team effort. Not one person usually has all the credentials to do the literature search. There's a procedure, and it walks you through the 0 through 4 stages of the review, and tells you what occurs in each stage. This talks about clinical investigations, if there are any done for your device. Very high-risk devices would need a clinical investigation. And then we talk how to do the different gradings of files and what the criteria for grading would be. We talk about updating it, because the clinical evaluations are supposed to be current, not once and done. You continuously update them on a schedule, usually at least annually for the high-risk devices, and maybe 2 or 3 years for the lower risk devices. And then notified body review criteria. this would be really replaced. The original notified body criteria was replaced by the new MDCG guidance document, and they create a report. So when you're looking at these MDCG guidance documents at the top, this is not the template you're supposed to be using. That's the template for the notified body to write their report, not your report. If you want to see what they grade, that's what they look at, but that's not how you write your report. And then how you monitor and measure this process, training and risk management are included in all our procedures, and the records are located at the end of the procedure. So I'll close that, and then we'll go to the template on the literature search. For literature search, I've updated all the hyperlinks. So these are the sources where you would do searches like PubMed. Most people don't have the money to afford to do a Cochrane review, but if you did, these are the different hyperlinks for the different types of searches. And then from, yes, there's the MAW database, but there are many other databases. All these countries have databases for adverse events that you can look up. And then clinicaltrials.gov as well, different criteria for searches, a flow chart for the search process, and then the citations at the end. So that's what's included in the protocol. And that one guidance I was talking about, MedDev 2.7.1, yes, it's an old one, but they have not come up with a newer version yet. And this is the format. That's the end of the format. I'm going to go back to the beginning here. Here we go. Appendix 9, clinical evaluation report, proposed table of contents and examples of contents. So they go section by section, what should be included, and explain it in the right-hand column. So you can use this as your template for your report. Just follow each of these sections, the 9 sections, and then make sure that you do what it says in the right-hand column, and that should be sufficient for your report. And for those of you who think that this is like a 1 or 2 page report, no. Typically, I see anywhere from 50 to 100 pages for a typical clinical evaluation report. And one of my colleagues jokes, you know, we weigh the clinical evaluations. There's a bit of truth to that. A very thin report is not going to be received well by a notified body. They expect you to be reviewing somewhere in the order of 50 to 100 different articles. So when you have a paragraph for each one, that adds up pretty quick. Plus all your complaint data and post-market surveillance data is included in your clinical evaluation report as well. So that's what's included when you purchase these two procedure or this procedure. You get this procedure and the associated protocol, and the MedDev gives you the free MedDev gives you the report format. So if you just need a format for your report, just go to the free MedDev and copy what they have. If you need a lot more, then you can purchase our procedure for $2.99. If you have any other questions, please go to our contact us page, and you can get the contact information for me or Lindsay, and we can both help you with how to purchase it or any questions you might have about services we can provide or help you need with your clinical evaluations. Thank you very much, and I hope that was helpful. Bye-bye.